Welcome to the Fanatics Show Live, where we talk about anything and everything Magic fan related, not affiliated, on quest to our team's first ever NBA championship. And now to introduce your host of the stream, from Orlando, Florida, y'all know him best, Hollywood!
Y'all already know what's going on. It's your man Hollywood, just an Orlando Magic fan, and y'all see the clipboard, so it's time to go live and action. Man, we got a very important topic to talk about today. We got, first things first, I want to shout out the 6-Man Show, because without them, we wouldn't really be having this video in terms of, they had this interview with our boy Jalen Suggs. Now, this interview has been going around. I even seen, big shout out to 6-Man Show, because they pioneers in Magic podcasting, and they definitely made a huge impact and do a lot for us other podcasters in terms of just paved that way to allow people like us to come into the game and now try to make it our own and try to change, man, and try to just unite as a Magic Kingdom and just spread this fandom and really change that outlook of the NBA towards Magic fans. And fast forward, to now, where the 6-Man Show were interviewing Jalen Suggs, and when they asked about his recovery, when they asked, I don't have the interview directly in front of me, I do apologize, but in the sense it was something like, are you going to be ready come opening night? Are we expected to see you versus Miami? The man said no. I gotta repeat it again. He ain't really say no. Sorry, I lied. He said the process is good, Like, again, don't quote me, but he said something along the lines of, like, the process going good, but, we get in there. I get it, Magic fans. Y'all don't want to hear we get in there. Y'all want to hear results. Y'all want to hear the truth. Y'all want to hear the song.
Welcome to the Fanatics Show Live, where we talk about anything and everything.
But y'all can't. Sorry for the technical difficulties, but y'all can't. Magic fans, I'm going to say this. Shout out 6-Man Show for getting that interview out, because it's basically blown up in the Magic fandom, let alone like just the basic broadcasting channels, so on and so forth. And they were talking about Jalen Suggs. And of course, moral of the story, all jokes aside, he's not going to be ready opening night, right? And we get it, because he's one of those three pioneers. He's one of those three guys alongside Paolo and Franz, who we paid all this money for, and we want results, right? He's the guy on the Orlando Sentinel in the middle next to Paolo and Franz. He's the guy who we know as Magic fans we can trust. We know that he will represent our city well, and he cares for just playing basketball and just winning for the city, even though he ain't even from here. So definitely a big ups to our guy. But I do want to say this. I would rather see, and a lot of Magic fans are saying, you know what, that's it. Like, he's made of glass. That's it. I can't believe it. That's it. He's not going to be able to play. Oh my goodness. We had this with J.I. Now we have this with Suggs. Magic fans, we've been having injuries our whole, Magic fandom since the Dwight Howard days. And it's like, at least, that's what I can attest to even before that. You know what I'm saying? But, man, Magic fans, injuries come, injuries go, but I don't feel like the way that people are just, I'm not going to say disposing of Suggs, but the way people are saying, like, you know what, yeah, it's time to move on. What? I'll rather let him chill out half of the season. We got AB, we got Jace, even if we don't have that good of a point guard, at least we got a Desmond Bane. And I get it, we got a Tyus Jones as well. I get it that, yes, Magic fans, it ain't ideal to have Suggs because we paid him all that money to have him now, of course, be in this position. But you know what? It is what it is. It is all for a reason. Life doesn't, I just said this today at work. Life is life, and life is going to happen whether you like it or not. And I'm telling you, I think this injury, although, yes, we have to take it serious, I think people are blowing it way out of proportion. I feel like people forget that they said Curry was made out of glass, and then look at what he became. You know what I'm saying? Like, Magic fans, we got time. These dudes are young. These cats are gonna be good. And I feel like I would rather have him sit a longer period of time and not see him play and let this team adjust to not having him, and then have him come back strong and then we know, all right, he's going to be good for a minute, as opposed to have him come back opening night, have him re-injure something, and then you are on the same boat that you guys are all expressing now on he's made of glass, this, whatever. Injuries suck. I get it, but we got to get over the fact that he's not going to be there opening night, that it might take longer than anticipated. It might be longer than we all wanted. But guess what? Life is life. We just got to deal with it. We got to move on in terms of being that type of team with the fan base of, all right, you can't play, you're gone. What? Because if Paulo or Franz were in the situation, y'all would not be saying that. You know what I'm saying? But I get it. I get it. And y'all probably would be, to be honest. But that just is what the NBA culture is nowadays. It's a very, what have you done for me lately? But that's just entertainment. Entertainment is, what have you done recently? What have you released recently? And if not, you're in the past. You're a one-hit wonder, so on and so forth. And with Jalen Suggs, man, the man just has so much passion for the city. The man just has so much passion for the team, for just playing basketball. He wants to win. So I don't feel like it's fair now where he needs our support to just pin it all on he's made of glass, it's JI 2.0, it's this, whatever. Magic fans, we got to tighten up. Magic fans, we got to make sure we understand as a fan base that injuries come, injuries go, but we have to rock and we have to let these guys redevelop, man. The NBA schedule is extremely draining. These dudes are playing quicker, faster, stronger than ever before. The training regimens, you see the Achilles tears, the training regimens that are going on in today's NBA are not to par to what they should be, because you see all of these injuries and you see it because of just wear and tear of the body. So we can't get mad that this kid is having these situations where you don't even understand what it feels like. You trying to play basketball and you're playing for millions of dollars. So you can't look at it from the aspect of, and I get it, even if you do understand, okay, he's injured, he can't play, it's the fact that he's still injured. Dog, it is what it is. It was a strong injury, I guess. It is longer than we all anticipated or wanted, but we're not going to give up on the kid. Jalen Suggs is our guy. Jalen Suggs is that guy who we understand that he got Orlando on his chest. He got that team. He got the vibe. He got that just want that willingness to want to win. And Magic fans, that's something, it's very special to see in the NBA nowadays, because you see these players, they don't even care about basketball. They just care about their bread, their endorsements, they clock in, clock out. But you can tell these guys are ready to win, and I get it. The fan base wouldn't be doing this if we didn't have a chance to win, and the Magic fan base just really wants this year to be that year where we really turn up, where we really put ourselves on the map, where we can make a deep run because of the injuries, so on and so forth, that are in the league. But Magic fans, if I'm being completely honest, I'd rather lose this year and win it next year, or win it the year after, when we're playing good teams and we are actually good ourselves. You know what I mean? Like, in terms of, I wouldn't want to win a championship this year where the whole league is damn near injured, and now everyone's gonna say, oh, if Boston had JT all healthy, if Pacers had Hallie, if whatever, I would rather it be a battle. I would rather it be a dogfight. It'll make more of a classic of winning that first ever ring. You know what I'm saying? Like, shout out OKC. They won their first ring this year, but everybody knows when they look at that OKC ring, they're all gonna know, Halliburton got injured game 7. If he didn't, who knows what would happen. And I wouldn't want that for this Magic franchise. I want the Magic franchise to win in a crazy fashion. I want this Magic franchise to give us all heart attacks on the way to the finals, win the finals, and make it one of the greatest finals appearances, let alone wins, in history of the NBA. But the story can be that good. The story hopefully will be that good, but definitely that's at least what I just dream of and have in my head. But regardless, a championship's a championship. Seeing them win one, as long as we're respected, as long as it's a respectable W, as long as it's against great teams, that's what we're in for. And I get it, Magic fans, that hunger to reach that level makes you now look at these moments and you're like, all right, Suggs, like, we need you. If not, you're gone. We need somebody because we're trying to win now. I get it, Magic fans, but be patient. Don't give up on Jalen Suggs just because of this injury. Don't give up on Jalen Suggs, because remember all the stuff that he has and will continue to do for us, not only as a franchise, but just as a dude. You could tell he cares about the city. You could tell he cares about the kids that are in the stands, that are outside. You see him at all those giveaways, at those things, so on and so forth. You really see the whole team in a sense. And I'm not saying you don't see Paolo, but Paolo be worldwide. I'm talking about the team that actually stays within the city. You really see them giving back. The Wendell Carter Jr. is doing his foundation. Shout out Cole Anthony. He's not a Magic no more, but Cole Anthony used to do his thing. These dudes are really just good people outside of the court. So I get it. I get it. We want these guys to be balling on the court so we can talk about them. We can post about them. We can make the edits. We can do whatever. I get it. But I'm telling you right now, Magic fans, just be patient because the time will come. But in the meantime, y'all already know, it's your man Hollywood, just an Orlando Magic fan. And like always, thank y'all for tuning in. And that's a wrap. Believe in Jalen Suggs. Don't give up on our boy. Do not give up on our boy, Jalen Suggs. I'm telling you right now, he's going to come back healthier than ever. He's going to do great. We're going to be balling. And y'all are going to remember this video because people are giving up on him. And y'all should never give up on Jalen Suggs. He cares about us. We got to care the same amount that he cares about us in this city. And he puts our city on his chest. We got to put his name on our back, and we got to rock with him. Y'all already know. Man, Hollywood, just an Orlando Magic fan, and like always, that is a wrap. Play my song, baby. Hollywood, and it's evident. I am just a Magic fan. Old Town, I'ma represent. Taking charge, go commando. Now we living in Miami, but I rep Orlando. Oak Ridge, yeah, it lives in me. Walking down the road, passing by OBT. 407 every day, it stay on repeat. Blue in my blood, ain't no stopping me.